Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kaikov podcast with my co-host, Mr. Boris.
Hey.
We got a very special guest here today, Ethan Mingov. Ethan, and we have a little tradition. Boris, take it away.
It's like our business. Wish us a little good luck. Your name, your business name, your management company.
When you become a multi-gazillionaire, we can sell that $5 bill for a few mil.
Just like Britney Spears' gum that was sold for $500,000 when she dropped it on a concert.
Yeah, I remember that. Let's try.
She bought that gum. Can you imagine? Framed it on the wall.
Yeah, just like that banana, you know? They had that banana thing going on. Oh, my God. That guy came up and just ate it.
When was that?
That was like a couple of years ago. They had like a whole banana. It was...
That artist that put like tape with a banana.
With a banana.
Canvas.
I actually never seen that.
Yeah. I
No,
think that's
they were
no.
selling for 125,000. Was
Wow.
insane.
Go ahead, big man. I'm excited to have you. I think you're
Thank you.
our youngest guest.
Wow.
So, but you are very knowledgeable in your business. Introduce yourself and what your brand is and what your company is, and then we're going to get down and dirty.
All right, I'll take it from here. So my name is Ethan, obviously, as you guys previously mentioned. So what I do is TikTok live.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off when I was in high school. I used to come home from school and like think of like what's a side hustle I could do. I tried everything in the books: Shopify drop shipping, Amazon FBA, like started my whatnot, whatever the case may be. And then I discovered I even started content creating. I was posting comedy skits. I blew up on YouTube with over 600,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Then I blew up on Instagram.
Still going?
No, I stopped. I stopped posting. It was a waste of time. I was like, there's no money in it. Like, the only money you would make from YouTube or like TikTok in terms of like posting content is brand deals. But at the end of the day, everybody and their mother knows that brand deals are just inconsistent.
Correct.
Got it.
So then I discovered the content creator that I was like learning from and how to recreate my content, because TikTok is all about just copying other people's content, doing it in your own way. You know, a good artist copies, a great artist steals. You don't got to recreate the wheel. So I saw this one guy streaming and people were sending him money. And I was like, what is this? Like, this must be like lucrative. Like, this must be cool. Like, I got to give it a try. So I called up one of my buddies. His name was DJ. He's like this huge content creator in LA. He's a celebrity DJ.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, we got to get on this.
Hold on. You're going too fast for us. I know you have a flight to catch to Florida. he ladies in Florida, so if he just moved out there, holla at him. But so let's slow down. I know you're 21 years old. How did this whole situation? You went to school and wanted to become somebody, and then out of nowhere you stumbled on this whole thing, or this was whole.
He was trying to find a hustle where he can make that bread.
What did you want to be before?
So the thing is, I didn't know. Like, I
Okay.
didn't know whether I wanted to, like, you know, go to trade school. I didn't know whether I wanted to, you know, be an architect. I didn't know what it is I wanted to do. And then I started making money with social media. Like, a little bit here. A brand deal paid me with $2,000 to make them a video to promote their brand. And then I started to stream. One day I came home from school and I saw this guy stream. I called up my buddy and I went live. That day I made $150 in 1 hour.
You know,
Oh wow!
In 1 hour. So you know what I
were
told
you
myself?
streaming? Like,
I was literally doing like TikTok battles. I was like doing like this artist versus this artist, like team like Drake versus team
and your face would be on it for
Biggie.
you to commentate.
yeah, like my face would be on it and I would be on there like talking to people coming into my chat, and I'm like, wow, streaming is just like an insane way to make money. And I was telling myself like, wait, I don't have to get a job. Like, I don't have to go and get a job like all my other friends making $15 an hour. What was the minimum wage?
Yeah,
Like, what was this? Like, when I,
about that.
a couple years back, like 4 or 5 years back. And I was like, I don't need to get a job and make $15 an hour. I can make $150 in 1 hour. And I told myself, I did it for 1 hour. I'm like, what if I do this for 2, 3, 4, 5,
You
6?
graduated high school.
And yeah, I graduated high school.
Okay, so after no pursuit to go to college or anything like that, you just dived into this whole.
Yeah, there's too much money to be made. And then like my initiative is to build the biggest TikTok live agency. Matter of fact, not even TikTok live, but TikTok agency. Like overall, it's like managing creators,
How
managing
did you stumble on that?
influencers.
We got the whole point. You started streaming. You saw money in it. How did you just one day wake up and just ask yourself, I want to figure out how to become a manager and manage creators? How did that start? That whole situation.
Evolved.
Well, I always looked up to people that like made money with streaming online, and then there's like so much money to be made. Like, you want to make active income, you go on live, you make money. But then I also was in an agency as a content creator.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so you were
for a long time, and I was like, wow, this guy's a boss. Like the guy who owns the agency is a boss. And then I was thinking to myself, I'm like, if the people streaming make money, the agencies definitely make insane money too. So, the thing is about me is I don't want to always be like in front of the covers.
Yeah.
I don't want to always
be the face of the brand.
The face of everything, you know, the face of my brand. Like I want to be the face of my brand, but I don't want to be the face behind it, like, and just like only stream. I feel like I can accomplish like a million more things. So like the thing is, you can make 100K with a hustle, but in order to make millions, you need to build systems.
Right.
So I told myself, I'm going to start Thunderstruck Talent. And that's us now, Thunderstruck Talent. We have over 80 creators. We have over 25 creators that I manage. And people that come to me or I reach out to people, like we have a good 10 content creators that are making over $10,000 every single month. So we're changing lives here, people's situations.
So you created the managed. Sorry, I keep interrupting, but you quick, boys. It must be the age. The
adrenaline.
The adrenaline.
It's the time. I'm just kidding.
Listen, the reason we're here, the podcast is like an autobiography type thing. Even though you are our youngest interviewer, I just slow down and let me ask you the hungry question.
Go for it.
I'm 40 years old. He's in the Stone Age, so I'm curious.
Stone Age, same age as you.
No, but so you started the agency, but it's just not starting the agency. You need to have go to TikTok. How do you present yourself to TikTok to the younger viewers who are, again, we're here to educate, even though you're the youngest. And this information is public, but people are lost. There's so many. ChatGPT, you ask him questions, even that dude is wrong, and you're paying him $35 a month. But so you started the agency, or did you first reach out to TikTok as a creator and presented them this project of you starting the agency? How does that whole process work?
Or did they pick you
Actually,
up?
they reached out to me.
Okay, how did that process come to that they actually reached out to you?
Well, when it comes to TikTok, likewise with anything else, they care about the numbers, okay? Money talks. So they see a young guy at the age of 19 years old bringing them millions of diamonds, making them hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Which you have to buy, right? if you're because I'm trying to figure out, I opened up TikTok like, I don't know.
A few weeks ago?
Yeah. With his help. So when I watch Esty, which is, we had our host, she's one of your...
greatest creators, part of Thunderstruck Talent.
When I was watching her and they're sending her these like glasses, again, I'm a late bloomer. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me.
It's okay.
You're the Stone Age, Brad.
In that, yes. So when I was watching her, she's killing them with these battles, and they're sending her the glasses, the hat, some type of gloves going into the... So you have to actually buy those in order to give it to her.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's a huge industry. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, because I say this quite a lot. This is my business. But it's a $17 billion industry. And it's growing every day. And it's only been around for, what, 4 years? So it's brand new, practically.
Were you scared when they announced that TikTok might close down?
You see, I was, but I wasn't. I'm going to explain to you why. I knew that, first of all, I knew with Donald Trump, TikTok is going to come back. Number one. Number two, it's all propaganda. They're just trying to scare the masses. They're trying to scare the people. At the end of the day, if you're a critical thinker, you understand that there's too much money in TikTok involved already. It's created over 7 million businesses, and just TikTok Live in the gifting industry is a $17 billion industry. There's too much money to be made. Every single business revolves around social media marketing, whether it's real estate, whether it's Kaikov Media, whether any business, everyone's using TikTok. Absolutely. Everyone's using Instagram. So at the end of the day, I know that TikTok is here to stay, and they're just trying to scare people. And it's going to get sold to an American company, and it already did get sold to an American company. Larry Ellison,
is projecting to take 80% of the TikTok.
So the second...
all right, so let's get back to... So they reached out to you and told you what? Listen, you're blowing up. You don't want to start managing people, or how does it work? Like,
yeah, well, they want to see people that have numbers. So if they see somebody bringing millions of diamonds,
you have to reach out to them.
Well, you could reach out to them, get rejected. It's not that simple. You need the connection. Like, I had a connection. I had a TikTok connection, and TikTok reached out to me, and then I had to go through my connection. So my connection vouched for me, said this guy is eligible. He's legit. He's made X, Y, and Z amount of money on TikTok in terms of diamonds. TikTok knows that I've made them a lot of money. So also, TikTok wants people that are going to bring people to the platform, whether it's people that are already on the platform. What's the point of Thunderstruck Talent? We're a middleman, meaning we don't take no cuts from creators. If you're an influencer,
wow.
Yeah.
So hold on. So
how you get paid
and all that are signed up to you. You don't nothing from them.
No,
That's amazing.
So who pays you?
TikTok, but down the line. So the way it works,
based on numbers,
correct? Based on analytics, based on performance. That's the name of the game. So Esty, for instance, my prime example, she actually was like super excited. Like so many people reached out to her like, oh, you want to work with me? Oh, hey, work with me. Like big brands. I'm pretty sure Fox News even, I don't know.
Yes.
And she's rejecting everybody. Why? Because she's like, this kid, he's real, he's authentic. He hit me straight up. He was honest and he told me straight up, no gimmicks whatsoever. I don't take a cut. And he's no bullshit. So the way it works is TikTok takes a cut automatically whether you're a part of an agency / creator network.
From those little diamond things.
From the diamonds,
What's the percentage if that's not a secret?
So, no, it's not a secret. Absolutely not. I'm an open book. So the way it works is I'll give you like, 50-50, okay? So TikTok takes 50%. They're the big mafia in this. And a creator, when he goes live and makes money, he gets 50% of the income. So if somebody buys a lion, for example, which is a big gift, one of the biggest gifts.
How much is that?
$300 for you to purchase.
A lion?
For one line, that little sticker thing?
No, it's a lion. It's like a big roar.
Yeah. That's $300?
$300 gift.
Is it a tangible physical product?
No, it's a
like
digital gift. It's a thank you. It's like a
tip.
It's like a tip. Yeah, it's like you know on Twitch there's like these tips and all these things.
No way.
Yeah.
And so they automatically cake out $150 out of that.
Yes.
She gets the $150.
Correct.
And then if she wins the battle, right? There's like 21 rounds. There's this and that and that. So that automatically is TikTok automatically notified that she's under your agency?
Well, she's signed with us, and like all these creators that I work with, they're signed with me.
So you're the one that gets the check from the TikTok. You come up to TikTok and say, "Listen, she's my talent. This is how much she made part of this live."
Yeah.
Yo,
It's automatic already, basically.
Well, I have a back office. I see all the analytics and I manage them. You know, we have a WhatsApp group chat for the team, you know, where we talk, we motivate each other, you know, where we network, where one creator could hit up another creator, be like, oh, hey, anybody want to go on live and do something interesting? I do like a TikTok battle, let's schedule. So I'd be helping creators schedule things. I'd be introducing creators to each other.
You got this contract with TikTok. You're hungry. You're ready to recruit. How are we doing that?
So me personally, I'm walking around the city of Miami. I'm in Brickell. I'm coming up to people, singers, rappers, artists, anybody. Like right now, I'm cross-promoted with another agency, okay? This is somebody who's mentoring me, and he runs his agency, and he's doing a $50,000 cash prize for the span of 8 months for singers and people that are very talented. So they're going to be going on live, they're going to be collecting diamonds, they're going to be doing different things. Like it's like a competition, and for the span of 8 months, and you can sign up with me with the Thunderstruck Talent. If you join the agency, if you join my team.
Is there an actual contract? I sign with you.
When it comes to TikTok, when it comes to Thunderstruck Talent, there's no actual contract. There's just a contract within TikTok. You understand? It just says that you are a part. It just binds you, like, you know, like a binding
binding agreement.
Yeah, binding agreement. It just binds you, showing like that you are a part. And anytime if somebody doesn't want to be a part of Thunderstruck, they could obviously leave.
So if you blow somebody up and they're reaching millions, this, that, I could just tell you, oh, my man, I'm out.
Well, it's not that simple, because if I'm gonna be the one who formed you, who created you, who helped you, you know, who guided you, who mentored you, TikTok has rules. Number one, they wouldn't be able to poach. Other creator networks wouldn't be able to take my creators from our creator networks, because we growed you from ground up. So there's poaching violations that they can get, and then there's something called a diamond cap. So the diamonds, the gifts, right? The coins. When somebody makes 500,000 diamonds in the span of 6 months, they cannot, like, even if they would leave, for example, my creator network, they would not be able to join another one. So they wouldn't be able to get the benefits of what we have. My mentorship, daily one-on-one. We do giveaways all the time.
So when you have an account, an average person who has an account, who has the diamond, is already part of an agency, or no? How do you know when it's part of an agency?
I can check. I can see
in
if
the back end.
In the back office.
Oh, we can't see it in the front end.
You can't see it in the front office. Yeah.
I hear you. Wow. Okay. So that whole process goes, and you basically recruit various people. If they already have an agency, they let you know.
I don't touch them. Well, sometimes people don't let you know. You know, somebody can have multiple accounts, and then it would say multi-account violation, not multi-account violation, multi-account risk. Meaning, I'm not going to work with people who have multiple accounts, because they might be eligible on one account, but their main account, their own account, their main account is not eligible. You understand?
So if, sorry to interrupt this, I just don't want to forget a question. So say we sign with you, me and Boris have our podcast that you're on now,
and then I have my own thing.
Well, we have our own thing, and we're signed with you on TikTok through Kaikov Media Podcast. So I can't come up to you, my person, tell you, listen, I want to do my own thing.
Well, Kaikov, it would have to be like on his own personal name, and yours would have to be on your own personal name, because TikTok AI, they know everything.
What about
IP address wise?
What about business? What if I have? Well, let's say we have a shared business. I have my personal, and he has his personal. Do you manage that?
I can manage that. Yeah, I can manage.
Or
that.
I can give.
But you can only join on one account because TikTok can tell. So you would have to join on either your business or your regular, and I would help you with that one.
But what if I do my own thing? We have the podcast, and I go and start going to restaurants and rating their food. So I cannot go to you under my own.
No, you could. On the other one, you could. It's just, it would have to be like this. If you're joining under Kaikov Media, so I can help you guys go live on TikTok and collect diamonds, you would have to join under your own personal one.
So I cannot use you. I cannot use you as the management company under my own personal account.
Well, when you work with one TikTok live agency, you can only work with one TikTok live agency. TikTok doesn't allow you to be multiple. For example, if you have 2 different accounts, you can join to one agency, right? And if you had another account, the TikTok will literally like you're not allowed. Yeah, you're not allowed to join another agency. Like you cannot be a part of 2 agencies at once. I had a scenario where a girl was part of Thunderstruck Talent. I was helping her. She was making a shit ton of money. She was going crazy, and then all of a sudden TikTok just kicked her out of my team. And I'm like, why? And I called him. They're like, oh, well, she was a part of another agency and she didn't even know. These like Chinese agencies, like the people sign up accidentally or something, and then
how do you fight that? Can you fight that?
You can't. She could wait 6 months, not go live at all, and not collect over 500K diamonds. But the way I teach my creators, they can make 500K diamonds in one day. Yesterday, was an insane day for TikTok. Like people were just making thousands of dollars.
Yo, there's a. So this is like a potential scheme where people just open up a TikTok and they randomly just sign some paper off without even knowing.
Yeah, that's like the fake, Chinese agencies. It's like not like fake Chinese agencies. Like they don't really care about the creator. They don't even contact you. They send you a link. You sign up. You don't even know them, and boom, you're part of.
Is it like the TikTok Live is more for collaboration with other people all around the world?
Well, TikTok Live is everything. If you really take a look at it, there's people that they do everything on TikTok Live. There's the political creators, which I manage a lot of those, right? Democrat, Republican, content creators that one team loves Trump, one team loves Biden,
and they battle.
Then there's singers, then there's actors, This is an entertainment platform. So even if you can dispense some advice as a business owner, or you can you're in the watch game, or you're in.
You have, what's his name, part of your crew?
Uncle Manny.
Yeah.
Uncle Manny.
Uncle Manny.
He's great.
That individual, man.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. He doesn't really go live much because listen, the 47th Street is extremely probably very.
So would you
busy.
keep him as a talent because he doesn't collect the diamonds, or say whatever those tips?
For me, not everything is about the diamonds. For me, I know that some creators are not super active and they're not performing, but at the end of the day, if they're part of Thunderstruck, they can wake up one day and be like, listen, I'm going to start taking this streaming stuff seriously. Ethan, I need your help.
How often do you have to be on live to get the diamonds?
Well, the thing is, I personally recommend minimal 3 to 5 times a week.
Wow.
Sessions.
This is a day job.
This is a day job. I streamed 10 hours a day every day.
You personally yourself.
Me personally myself. If you want to be successful in this industry, there's so much money to be made.
What do you do for 10 hours, bro?
Just talk to people, go on live, go on battles, But there's a secret sauce to it. There's a psychology. You need to learn the game, and that's what I'm here for, to teach it. Mm-hmm. That's my business. I'm in the business of making people money. So if you want to quit your job, I will teach you how to go live, how to have a stage presence, how to be entertaining, what makes people gift, what gets people to tick, what makes people stay in your life, what makes people spend money, what makes people be entertained and be a part of your community in the long term, longevity of it.
Mm-hmm. Will you take a risk on somebody that, like you said, you walk around the streets, you see somebody funny, or you see a musician that plays and you see his buck? Will you take that risk of starting the account for him and telling him and explaining?
Absolutely. I always take risks. Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, a lot of the time, people that are actually running other agencies that are big business owners tell me, as an agency owner, don't sign people who are not already streaming on TikTok. You're going to waste your time. Mm-hmm. I think otherwise. I think it is an investment on your time. All right. And time is money. So you are taking a huge risk because they could waste your time. I've had so many people waste my time. It is insane. But there is a small bunch that actually deliver. I have this great creator. Her name is Dea. Okay. She has a military husband. Okay. And she used to be a school teacher. As we know, school teachers don't make the most money, So she's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
And now she's making over $10,000 every month. And what's funny is one of my recruiters, one of my friends who's a part of the agency, his name is Adam. Mm-hmm. He actually found Dea And he's like, listen, he used to like pitch me a lot of people. He has an eye for talent. This guy, this guy knows Donald Trump, met him 25 times, huge political fundraiser guy. And he pitched me day and he told me, dude, this girl's gonna be something special. Trust me. And she has no knowledge. She never streamed before. She just has a page talking about being a mom. You understand? So I told her, I'm like, listen, do you want to make money? Or is there a specific style of content that you want to do? Because I'm not opposed to like not telling people what to do. Like if you want to go live and talk about like psychology, or you know talk about therapy, or talk about relationship advice, do that. We're gonna find a way to monetize, and I'm gonna help you get there.
You're basically gonna just give her exposure.
Correct. And I'm gonna promote you. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna teach you how to promote yourself, and I'm gonna teach you like the ways that you can make money. But if you're coming to me and you're like, listen, I'm dead broke. I want to stream and I want to make money. I'm going to tell you what I did to get me there. And if you follow what I do, you'll succeed 100%.
Go ahead.
So I have two things. Let's say we have a product that we want to sell.
Okay.
TikTok Live is the best for it now these days?
Well, that's like more of a different industry. Right now I'm trying to get into TikTok Shop.
Yes. TikTok
as Thunderstruck talent. I'm actually working with TikTok right now directly to get my approvals to start working with them and working with other brands. That's not my field just yet, but that's a whole different ball court. That's actually the competition of TikTok Live.
No way.
Insane. Yeah. And you wouldn't even think of it because it's like e-commerce, entertainment. Make it make sense.
Second question. I have a cooking network.
Okay.
So obviously we do those videos. It takes a couple of hours to put everything together. So if I put a phone on TikTok Live, just have it out there recording, the whole process would take a couple
I think
hours.
cooking is great. I think Thunderstruck would love to manage you guys.
Let's do that.
What we're going to
sign me up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I'll help
have
you.
to a different account.
That's
Okay,
another question. I have
well,
Ike of Media,
okay.
which is a general of the whole
That's his
company.
main business.
That's his main business.
Let's work with the cooking channel first.
That's fine.
And then
we have
I'll hit up my girl and I'll be like, listen, is there a way we could do this where it's not going to like interfere?
conflict,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, since it's the same. Two different phones though. Two different phones, right?
It's
but
I have a person who manages and who is the director of the Food Network herself. It's just the brand of Kaikov. That's all it is. It's the KM.
So
I
Big
see.
Kaikov is the main name, but then you have Kaikov Podcast, then you have Kaikov Food, then you have Kaikov TV.
Kind of like what I want to do with Thunderstruck, like Thunderstruck Talent, Thunderstruck
So are
Army.
we able
yeah,
to be
yeah.
under you
Absolutely.
with
Both.
our podcast, our journey, and then
You manage my other stuff and his
which-
other stuff.
Yeah.
The question for you is this: I don't want to get like multi-account violations.
We can have different names and numbers.
Names and numbers.
Of
Like
course.
it cannot be under your name, both
Correct,
accounts.
correct.
That's
so
all
one
it is.
one per account.
Yeah. One name,
One
like
name
it has
per
to be
account.
your name per one account, your name per another account. So if the chef one is per your name, and the other one is
Something that-
Babulio was-
so-
Babule Bazwani?
I want to get it clear, so we don't want you to get burned in any way what you're exposing. But this is perfectly fine in the guidelines of TikTok, right? What
That's
you're
what he's
telling us, having two different, because we're allowed to have two different journeys,
Of
right?
course. Like it's two different journeys. It's gonna be a different face on that live.
An entrepreneur would have multi
Businesses, yeah. I
promoting
go on a laundromat and I go on a
What's
restaurant.
not allowed? Sorry to cut you off. What's not allowed is like let's say your own like going live on your own personal name, Boris,
don't.
right? For instance, and you're like Boris 47, that's one account, and then there's another account, Boris 45, and you join from Boris 47 and you join from Boris 45. That's not allowed.
So when you're streaming two different accounts simultaneously, but I'm myself.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. But you know what? I'm going to double check with TikTok. I got my sources. I'll just set a meeting. I can speak to my girl, Gabby. And another cool thing that we have that, you know, it's really cool about being a part of Thunderstruck Talent is we bring people to the headquarters. So you're going to go take a look, see how it looks like. It's
When we go?
beautiful. Absolutely, soon.
Florida?
Well,
No, it's in New York.
Here, it's in
It's in the city. It's so nice.
You gotta
Yeah.
wait till he comes back to New York again.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I actually flew out. Yeah, here.
it's statewide now. So another question I have: How quick are the guidelines evolving in TikTok?
Right now, I'm going to be honest with you. Like,
Getting harder.
it's harder and harder. Like the money is phenomenal, so it's worth it to stay on the platform because it's the best. You're not gonna make this money on YouTube. You're not gonna make this money on Instagram.
Why everybody keeps saying it? YouTube, you're not gonna
But
make
YouTube, I think, is long term.
Long term,
Okay.
for sure.
TikTok is basically faster reach.
And I also wanted to ask you for the younger generation, which everybody wants to be a TikToker now. And do you for example, Esty gave you a shout out a few weeks ago. She had a battle with somebody. Again, that whole Republican, Democrat shit, and somebody that doesn't even have a legit account tried to report her. She got banned, and then you came, I guess, with a briefcase to the TikTok and became the lawyer.
Yeah.
So how's that? How
does
can
that
this
work?
How can this be a future if there's a possibility where they can ban you any minute?
I'll explain to you. With every business, there comes a risk. Like when you're gonna invest into any business, like invest into like a piece of real estate, there's a risk that
But that's
might go
something that
down.
could be recovered. If you have,
So that's why there's an agent who
That's why
takes
there's
care
agent,
of
yeah.
the back end for you.
That's exactly one of the benefits of Thunderstruck. Like I tell people all the time, like
what do you have to prove that? How do you work around that? You have to prove that she didn't burn any guidelines.
Correct.
Do you bring? How does that? Is that okay for you to talk about?
Of course, that's the whole point. Actually, I market myself in that way. Now, I'll give you an example. I have a creator who got banned. Her name is Right Wing Zoomer, and I'm not talking banned like live access. Like our main job is like if you get your live access removed for 7 days, that's affecting your income. You can't go live for 7 days, and if streaming is your full-time job, you're missing out. Especially where all your fans are following you on one page, and you are trying to grow on one page and not trying to grow on 3-4 pages because that's like not lucrative. It's smart to grow on one page and have a good back-end office like Thunderstruck Talent. So Right Wing Zoomer hits me up and she's like, I'm permanently banned. I'm like, holy shit. And I never dealt with somebody being permanently banned before. I've dealt with regular live bans and I've got them back. 80% of the time, I get it back. 20% of the time, TikTok says, listen, they're 100% wrong. We can't help you. But I'll explain that in a second. My creator, she got permanently banned. She told me, Ethan, and honestly, I was doubting I'm going to get it back, to be honest with you. And somehow I hit up my girl. I vouched for her. I submitted an appeal on the back office. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what the reason was. It was a video that got taken down, gave her multiple strikes, and she got permanently banned. But I vouched for her. Boom, somehow she came back.
How many strikes are there? 3?
There's like 3 strikes, but like I said,
You can appeal a strike.
What are the soft topics that you're not allowed to touch as a creator?
well, you
Is
know,
there a guideline?
there is a guideline, but it's really hard to understand, and that's why like I try to make my
But
creators
we're in a free
understand
country.
it.
We're allowed to speak about anything, no?
Yeah, freedom of speech to an extent when it comes to TikTok.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So China is still involved.
I honestly don't know. Honestly, don't know at all if China's involved, and I don't know.
So you get him back. So now, do they tell you? Listen, she crossed this line. She's not allowed to do it again.
Well, if they get it back, no, because that obviously means that they didn't do anything wrong. Let me explain. When you get banned on TikTok Live, for instance, AI looks over your account when they banned you. Okay, you appeal it on your own end because you have an option to appeal.
Correct.
A robot looks through your account and might falsely decline your appeal. Then if you're not a part of an agency, you're going to be banned for a couple days and not make any money. But if you come to me as your manager, Thunderstruck Talent, hey, Ethan, I got banned, I'm going to submit an appeal so that a human could review you.
Oh, okay.
So when the human reviews you, the human could be like, it's a different story. The human could be like, shit, wow.
Doesn't make
This doesn't make sense. Like, she's not supposed to be banned. He's not supposed to be banned. I got you. And then that's the beauty of Thunderstruck. Yeah.
How did the Thunderstruck name come into play?
I'll tell you.
Are you the sole owner?
Yes.
Nice. So tell me the name.
So actually, I was like thinking, what's a great name for an agency? And there's this great song. It goes, you know, Thunderstruck, the song?
I mean, I don't know. You're 20 years younger than us.
It's a pretty old song.
By who?
How does it go?
By AC/DC. You know?
Okay.
You know that song?
Yeah, I mean,
Thunder.
I know the band.
Thunder.
Yeah, of course.
Did you have to open up a corp? Did you have to? Are you currently patenting the name, or not patenting, trademarking the name, anything like that, or you just let it?
I haven't trademarked the name just yet.
How do you go on TikTok as Thunder?
Thunderstruck Talent is, yeah, we have around like 1,300 followers, all organic. And
Why so little?
because we're an
You're
agency
not focusing for yourself. You're focusing
on the creators. Right now, it's more about quality over quantity. We're not like we're producing, we're marketing. You know, I'm marketing on my own personal brand. I'm doing more like reaching out, you know,
Correct.
in person and DMing, more rather than just like video ads. Like I'm getting into all of that, but right now, like I said, we're not the biggest agency in the world.
Of course.
We're 80 creators deep.
No,
And
but I think
25 are active.
But I tell you one thing. That's I love personally me. I love smaller businesses better than because the
Large
bigger
firms?
business,
They don't pay attention.
They don't pay attention. You're
Yeah.
just another
Small
dollar.
fish.
but I feel like you're more gonna be more aggressive and hands-on with your creators.
I agree.
100%. All my creators have my full-time attention on my phone. Like,
And that's what Esty told us. That listen, she's like, plenty of people reached out to me. She's like, I love this kid. He is real, and I feel like I am being taken care of. Even listen, she has 2 million followers across the board, so I'm sure she's getting burned and she's getting phone calls nonstop.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So when from her as a content creator, and we had her on we got like almost 600, 700,000 views just by having her on the podcast.
With 1.4 mil.
Wow.
1.4 million.
One video, one
a person
super
like her
viral.
who's very on top of her game. She's streaming almost every day.
Daily.
And then she chose you. That's why I was like, listen, connect me with you. I want to get this kid on here, even though he's young, but age doesn't matter in this society.
Age is just a number.
It's just a number.
I know 16-year-olds making more money than me, and I can't even imagine to do what they do. Like it's crazy.
You're 21 years old. You have your hands wrapped around this. Is this what you're gonna do for the rest of your life, or are you planning to go to college, educate yourself? Like, I'm just curious to get into your mind where you stand. You have the agency. What's beyond this to secure yourself in life? Because again, even actors are popular for 10 years and then they disappear and then they hardly get a movie. You know, I read the autobiography about that guy from Friends, from one of the Friends. They made at one time like 17 million an episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's broke now?
He's not broke. He actually passed away. He was an addict and stuff like that. But in his story, he's like, at one time I was so popular, I was doing 7-8 movies a year, and then he went to rehab, cooled down. He needed to get away from everything, and then he's like, listen, I can't even get one fucking movie. You know what I mean? So everybody has that
downfall, ups and downs.
So how are you gonna secure yourself for the future? Obviously, I don't believe TikTok is gonna be your
primary.
Long-term plan, absolutely not. I have a long-term plan in terms of how to build my wealth. Okay. Obviously, and I don't believe that like college is the most lucrative way of education. I feel like right now I'm educating myself. I'm learning the game of real estate every single day. I'm taking time away for that. I'm saving up my capital, and I'm gonna go hands on deck, full on into real estate investments.
Okay, so
that's exactly my future plan. Okay. And like,
you don't want to stay in the
media business.
Media business.
Listen, if it brings him money, he's going to be passive aggressive. He's going to be coming while he does his real estate journey or whatever it is that.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a huge believer in physical assets. Like I think, like I even have a little bit invested in like crypto because somebody told me to. Like somebody told me to. I just like threw in a little bit, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a believer. Listen, I want to take the money that I'm making from the media business, from the marketing agency, from teaching people how to make money, and from streaming, because at the end of the day, you're gonna make your big bucks, like not from. I don't make my big bucks from Thunderstruck. I make my money from streaming myself. I'm still streaming like 6 hours a day. Yeah. Like I don't sleep. This is what I do. Like I found my thing, and now I'm going full on. I'm going all in. And now, like in terms of like my long-term plan, like like my goal is to get real estate. Properties, whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, and passive income. Well, obviously it's not passive; it's active. You got to work on it, of course. But that's my goal. That's my long-term plan. I want to get my assets straight, build my real estate portfolio, get every angle right, make money here, get my business going, get my real estate portfolio growing, everything.
Let me ask you a question. You said you have a business account on TikTok,
correct?
And then you have a personal also.
No,
correct. Well, personal on my streaming account, which is a Conservative King 47.
Oh, so it's you could have a corporate account, right? Whatever it is, and then you have a streaming account.
Well, that's how I started.
Correct. But,
yeah.
So that streaming account is technically different than your regular account?
Well, I have an S corp for the streaming account. Like any money I make, like that's my S corp. That's my business. I'm in the marketing business. Like before I started streaming. Before I started my agency, I was streaming for 3 years already, 4 years, and. Like obviously my success is mainly from streaming, and running the agency is a 5-month thing already. It's been 6 months, 5 months.
Wow, and you already got 80
creators.
Creators?
Yeah, so good marketing.
No, I'm surprised, man. The kid is a hustler.
100%.
And I love it. I love it. I love the fire. I feel like when you're this age, you're able to take so many risks. And
Absolutely, you can take the.
what's the most popular thing people stream about now on TikTok? Just out of curiosity, do you?
Literally everything. Like if you go to the daily rankings, you could see like the top performer, the top dogs. You know, like Pretty Boy Ali. You can see it for yourself. I can just show it up, pull it up if you want me to take my phone out.
No, just I don't know how to use it. By the way, I don't know how to use it yet so far.
I'll show you. I'll teach you. Don't worry.
He told me, listen, you want me to connect with him? Get at least 100 followers. I'm like,
yeah, because I'll tell you why. Like,
I'm like, how the fuck do I do that? You just post shit. Just repost your podcast, repost something.
That's true.
Just be seen. So that's why I'm like, every time he sends it in our group, those little reels that we do, and I repost it just to share. Listen, I got 78 followers. I'm feeling big. I'm feeling big. She's like, before I connect you to him, man, just get some followers. I'm like, I'm going to work on it. Then I ask on the text message, I'm like, how do I get the followers? Like, just post something.
Yeah, just post literally anything. Like, you want to post like clips.
The more consistent you are.
I'm learning, Papa. I'm learning. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm learning, but I am excited about it though. It's a whole new world, and I love educating myself. I was never into to school. I was the dude that worked in a restaurant till 4:30 in the morning. I lived in Briarwood, and I took 4 buses to get to Benjamin Cardozo. So my sleep was on the bus like this.
I used to take the train. I used to take the bus. Tell a story. I went to school with a bunch of what's it called? A bunch of Democrats. Frank Sinatra High School in Astoria. You know,
so majority of my
You went to high school there? Okay.
So majority of my sleep was on the bus and in class. So, but I've always taken time to be interested in all that. I'm a big history fanatic. I read all the time I love autobiographies, like I always mention in every podcast. But
that's what I say all the time. Like, I think that people have like a misconception about like education. I think that what school lacks in is teaching people how to be financially literate.
Both.
Of course, absolutely.
School is
but the
very
thing is,
important as well.
I definitely agree that it's important, but 88% of people that go to college...
Be a doctor by listening to a book about another doctor.
I agree 100%. And I don't want a businessman doing surgeries on me, but at the end of the day, like even like Charlie Kirk said, like 88% of people that go to college go for absolute bullcrap. Like a degree in liberal arts, a degree in psychology, a degree in business, which is not going to get you anywhere. It could get you somewhere.
You bang out your first minor credits to get to the, you know what I mean? It's like you do your bullshit
the
credits.
First couple of years that you're in college, you go for general studies anyways.
Yeah.
Again,
like,
for what?
For what? Exactly. And you know what? And listen, I got nothing against the people that educate themselves by going and networking, like they like to say, in a business college. But you could network in a million other places. Now, in this day and age.
Yes. When I was your age, it didn't work that way, Papa.
I know, for sure. And that's a different time. Listen, at your age, when you were young, when you were my age, the way to become rich was to have a steady job and invest your money in the stock market. And that was the way to become rich, or obviously run a company. But I'm just saying, like, houses were affordable. You could buy a house for $100,000.
Yeah, but
in this day and age,
$8, what was it, $5.25 an hour?
Yeah, but the cost of living was, even if you guys were getting paid $8 an hour, $10 an hour, even $10 a day, the cost of living was tremendously lower.
I don't think so. I think I think at that time my mom was making $30 a day, and our rent was $750 a month.
I tell you this one, back in the day, we're talking about maybe 25 years ago. If one of the boys had a Maxima, we would look at him like, wow. Yeah.
What do you mean?
There were no Mercedes. Boys had driving Mercedes. Now they have Lambos, Bentleys.
The boy who
when they're flexing.
I'm sorry. Because
I'm an American guy, bro. I like vets.
For both of us. Listen, when I remember my boy pulled up in that GS 330, GS 430,
Lexus,
and then the Lexus came out with that blue color.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember.
We were all going to the club getting pussy because of that car. So now you pull up in an S-Class and a dude is looking at you like you're driving a fucking Toyota.
I'm telling you.
That's true.
Because different ages.
It was different age.
That's not a Maybach.
They wear shoes, sneakers, Hermes.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm not into all that, bro. I think it's all
what it is.
BS, bro.
What I'm saying is that even at that time, you might seen it. You can't understand it because you didn't live through it. But I feel like even at that time, Mama Dukes worked for $30 a day. The rent was $750. So how many days you need to work in order to pay the $750? You understand? To you, it seems that it's much different because you live now. You understand? So
no, I get that.
So it's very different. It was a big struggle as well.
Big struggle.
People came with $300 out of their pocket. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
We used to walk with my family. on a Thursday when it's garbage day and we used to see furniture outside. Fucking people are crazy. They're throwing out furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, to you won't even fuck. Even if you see a TV boxed up next to a garbage, you won't even look to see if that.
Look.
You understand?
I agree.
Yeah,
like when we came to America, my mom used to bake bread, and she used to sell it for like 25 or 50 cents.
50 cents?
Yeah.
Damn.
A
loaf of bread.
Now sourdough bread's going for $30.
Yeah, sourdough.
Sourdough. I love sourdough. Don't get me wrong.
Quality is different now. It's different.
Everything is a marketing
Average
scheme.
person doesn't look at a price today. You're gonna go to Instacart and get yourself a
$27 for a bagel or something.
Yeah, that's insane. I value money, but that's wild.
Yeah. Well, I feel like in this day and age, it's not about how much money you save, it's about how much money you make.
Correct.
So penny pinching is not the way to go anymore. You got to stop focusing about how much you're going to save, and you got to start focusing on how can I bring income to the table. So because if you're making 50K and spending 10K, 15K is not a big deal.
100%.
Bring the income, build your income, different sources of income, and you'll be good.
What's an average of you in your agency? The TikTokers that do their thing. What's an average salary that
a consistent
person? How much do they make average?
For somebody who streams consistently, like our minimum, if you want to like be working with us, at least 7 days a week, 25 hours a month. Now that's a minimum.
25 hours.
25 hours. I don't think you're gonna 25. I don't think you're gonna obtain enormous success doing those hours, like 7 days a week, 25 hours. I think if you want to succeed, really make big money, 5 to 6 times a week, and like stream like a couple hours a day. That's how you really succeed. Like you got to treat it like a 9 to 5 job a little bit. Like stream a couple hours a day. And like Essie, for example, she does 2 hours, 3 hours a day tops, and she doesn't do every day. She does like 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and she's pretty successful. You could make anywhere, like my creators are making 10, 15K every month, and these are people who stable. If you commit, if you put the time in, you'll make money. I always like to say this, like if there's a will, there's a way.
Of course.
Like I always tell myself, there's days where I put myself at a minimum. Like I need to make minimum this amount of money, or I'm not going to be happy with myself. I'm not going to be comfortable and complacent. I'm a go-getter. I have to make this money, and it's possible if you put your mind to it.
100%.
If you sit through it, if you persevere, you're gonna make this money.
Absolutely.
Like
you manifest it.
Yeah,
What do you call
100%.
it? And the contenters don't get burned out?
Absolutely get burned out. So you should definitely take, your little mental health days. We're in 2026. Mental
You
health.
don't run out of content to talk about? Like, you telling me 20, like, I'm just thinking.
Some random shit they
Be repetitive. That's the name of the game. Be
repetitive.
Be
He
repetitive.
has a business. I have a business. So even though, like, I want to, and like I said, I'm very interested about this TikTok, and I think we're both curious to get on it as well, and we'll speak about that behind the scenes after. So you telling me that we have to, but to us, it's not really about. We want to get exposure. I don't think it's like
About the diamonds.
is that something that you'll still be interested to?
I would be interested, but we kind of I'll help you with exposure. I'll help you with the content. I'll help you with the videos, the strategies, and like what's the most like profitable, lucrative way. But you gotta somehow, some way, implement the diamonds. You understand? Because at the end of the day,
come with live.
yeah,
Well, they tip you.
that's the monetization of it.
Yeah.
So like whatever it is, if it's a cooking channel, it's a show channel, like we're gonna have to come up with a creative approach. Like for instance, if you're a watch jeweler, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could go live, you could battle, and you could take your top 3 gifters of the week, and let's just say they've spent over 30K with you. You could take whatever, for instance, or 20K they spend with you, so that's like 10K to your pocket. You could take a $5,000 Rolex, and you can give away a Rolex to one of them.
Moses does all the time.
Yeah, I know. No, I don't know that guy's name, but that's what he does. What I'm trying to say is, good artist copy, great artist steal. You don't got to recreate the wheel. You just got to find somebody that does what you want to do and implement their strategies. And you just need a good team behind you that will unban you, that will come in there and, support you mentally and connect you and give you all the tools and resources that you need to succeed. And especially the fact that my services are free, my upfront value is free. I'm taking the risk and my investment into you. Okay. So I do daily check-in calls. I be messaging my creators.
Just out of curiosity, since you're a management company, we signed with you and we want to stream. What our podcast is more about the autobiography of the person. You don't need to be famous.
How would you approach it?
How would you approach us to be streaming. Like
Like if I didn't know you?
no, if we come to you, say, listen, we just reached a 1.2 million on our last podcast.
Platform.
We feel like we want to.
This is on TikTok or on YouTube?
So on Instagram we reach those numbers.
Instagram.
Yes. On TikTok is a little low.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it to the IRL perspective. We're gonna do it in real life. Like you guys will post videos. You gotta get. I tell all my creators, you gotta get all your angles right. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be posting content and not streaming, or just streaming and not posting content.
What will we stream about if our podcast is more about exposing the people that are not?
You think we should just put a TikTok live phone right here?
While we're talking to you?
Absolutely, give that a shot, for instance, and then we're gonna give a different thing a shot. We're gonna approach it in a different way, where we're gonna have like a little tripod here, and you'll be going live as you're interviewing somebody. You're live on TikTok as well, and you're airing it, you know. And like we can get into like and then we'll talk about a way to monetize it. We're just gonna have to sit down, brainstorm what works, what could potentially
I
work.
don't want to battle nobody. I want to get people that I'm curious about what they do. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
so-
And expose that. I don't.
So
wanna
what you could
battle.
do, you could implement these strategies, but on live. You can find somebody who's a business owner, right, or somebody that's interesting, that's successful, and you'd be like, yo, let's go on live and let's just talk and let's battle at the same time. You can implement these strategies. So if he has an account,
Battling helps.
the battling helps because people
like controversy.
controversy, entertainment. If you're a business owner and he's a business owner, who's the better business owner? You understand what I'm saying? Like people will come in there and they'll be like, okay, like if you take like one girl and another girl, and there's a couple of dudes in the one girl's life, who's the hotter girl? You know, they're gonna be on the
Yeah, but that's
that
not.
team.
This is.
That's not your thing.
giving me an
So we're gonna have
example.
to find
Yeah.
what's your thing, what
Niche,
works for you.
as you say, right?
TikTok Live doesn't necessarily mean you have to battle. That's just a way that I found success.
Correct.
Okay.
There's other ways. Like if he's telling me there's a cooking channel, like we can try to implement some strategies with the cooking channel. I'm gonna have to sit down with you guys and we're gonna have to talk game and find and make a plan. Okay, that's like a little bit later. We're gonna have to make a plan, and then we're gonna have to execute the plan and see what works, or what hours, what time of the day. And like I said, if you're streaming and you're streaming for a good cause and you're a charitable donation, right? Like you're streaming for a good cause, you want to raise money. You know, you can go on TikTok Live and tell people what you're streaming for, what you're streaming about, and people are gonna donate money to you because they support your cause. And you could take a pool of that. You know, you could take a piece of that out of the pool. You understand? A piece out of the pie. So if you raise $10,000, you could take 1,000 for yourself, just for doing the labor, just for raising the money.
Every foundation has labor costs, and they hire people in order to go.
So there's foundations on TikTok Live. Like there's people that are raising money for things and making money from it. So battling is not the only approach.
Correct. It's
But
just
don't worry, I got the sauce. I got the ideas. We're gonna brainstorm. Listen, this is my industry, so I know the ins and the outs and like everything about the leagues and the this and the that, and I can be on and on and on about it. But we need to sit down and really see what's your plan long term, and how we're gonna monetize.
Very well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think.
anything else?
Do you read any books?
Me? Yeah, absolutely. Rich
Yeah.
Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich.
What was the last book you read?
What is it? 48 Laws of Power. That one, yeah, it's a
was it?
phenomenal book. It was phenomenal. It was hard to understand for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's very like specific things in that book. It's not easy text, but it's a good book.
That's good that you read and educate yourself.
Yeah, you have to financially educate yourself. Like I've been reading those books like on Shabbat. Like I was keeping Shabbat for a long time. Right now I'm like on and off a little bit. I'm trying, but listen, it has my challenge. I have my challenges, but you got nothing else to do on Shabbat, so read books.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Definitely helps work with your brain.
At one point, I'll tell you, I was telling myself like reading books is a waste of time. At one point, after reading a lot of books, but at the end of the day, like if you have the free time, do it. Because listen, I'll tell you, I know a lot of people who are not go-getters, who will sit there and they will wake up in the morning, do their 2-hour routine, they'll take their cold shower, they'll go to the gym, they'll go in their little notebook and they'll write their manifestations, they'll do their affirmations, but they'll never take action on an actual business.
right.
They'll never make moves. And I'm just a man who likes to make moves.
Did you read anything? I know you don't read.
Regular reader, I do audiobooks.
Okay, what did you do last one?
I haven't had one in a while, but I do listen to Patrick Bet-David.
I love Patrick Bet-David. He's great.
Unbelievable. He is a total monster. I tell you, I really look up to him.
He's a great guy. Yeah, he's very smart.
Yeah, he is. The last two books I read I think, what did we do? We didn't do the podcast in about 10 days because of the holidays and all that.
Yeah.
So the last book I read was about a Holocaust survivor that I love, and it's called The Happiest Man on Earth.
Oh, I heard of that.
So yeah, pretty cool book, very short, 5 hours. All odds against him, and in the end, he just explains himself how through what he's been and how people are forgetting what was been in the past, and people are still being depressed, but they need to realize that every day is a blessing.
Absolutely.
And very bugged out book. The book after that I read was Every Man in This Village is a Liar. It's about a journalist who worked with multiple newspapers, and basically they send her to all these war areas, Iraq, this, that, and she interviews local people from both sides, the terrorist side and the village side, and she kind of puts into a poetic way and writes the stories about those people, which people are happy of what's happening, and the people that are not happy. And she wrote a book about 11 years ago, exposing both sides of the war and the terrorism, America, non-America, Israel, Iraq, and all this stuff. So, pretty cool book. It's a long one, but her stories definitely, the way she explains these stories with, the whole like poetic way of doing it is you could really understand both sides of the world, what's going on there, even though we're so far away.
Wow.
Very well.
Okay.
Mr. Ethan, it was
I know
a pleasure.
I have so many other questions, but he has to take a flight.
Yeah.
On the way here. First of all,
I'll be back.
First of all, you were supposed to be here 15. You came 15 minutes later than what it was supposed to be.
You know what we're going to do?
Fashionably late.
How about we bring a talent that you've done and we can have you on the podcast again?
Okay,
Bring
absolutely.
a talent who already experiencing these things.
Yeah.
I have one. Yeah, I have one
That
in
would be
mind.
sick. If they're in New York,
Yeah, I have
bring
one
them
in mind.
over and we'll make it
And
happen.
yeah, we'll see how you helped her and everything. And
She will tell her side of the story and how her process works.
Absolutely.
then we're going to speak to him about us being on TikTok. You ready?
Absolutely, we'll do it.
I'm
yeah.
already on TikTok.
I like the
Not lying.
cooking channel. I see a lot of potential with those
Let's
type of
do it.
things.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You can sign me up right now.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, awesome.
Very well.
guys.
Ethan,
Bathroom real quick, I'll be
pleasure.
right
What do you think?